Hey guys, welcome to Pharma Palette. Today we will be discussing about the second topic in this third unit of human anatomy and physiology, which is the lymphatic system. So most of the people only know about blood, but our body has another transport system which collects the extra fluid from the tissues, clean, filter and returns it back. So this fluid is called as lymph. So, today in this video, we are going to learn what is lymph, its composition, and what is lymphatic system and its functions in detail. And don't worry, we will keep it very simple and easy to understand. So, first, we have to know what is a lymphatic system. What is lymphatic system? It is the network in our body that collects the extra fluid from the tissues and that helps to fight with infections. So this lymphatic system is further includes three important components, which is lymphatic vessels, lymphatic ducts and lymphatic nodes. So, in the lymphatic system, it is important to know three terms. First one is lymph. So, it is a fluid that contains the WBC, which is the white blood cells that are useful for fighting against the germs. Similarly, second one is the lymph vessels. So, these vessels are useful for carrying the lymph throughout the body. And the third one is lymph nodes. So these are simply the glands which are found throughout the lymph vessels. Now the next part is the composition of lymph. So generally the lymph contains 96 percentage of water and 4 percentage of solids. And these solids are further divided into one is the organic substances. These organic substances are again divided into one is proteins. Second one is lipids. Third one is amino acids. Fourth one is carbohydrates. Fifth one is non protein nitrogenous substances. 2 to 6 percentage of proteins. 5 to 15 percentage of lipids. These proteins can be either albumin, globulin, clotting factors, and enzymes. And in the lipids, it will be present in the form of chylomicrons and lipoproteins. So, in the amino acids, all the amino acids will be present in the plasma. And carbohydrates is simply the glucose, 120 mg. And in this non-protein nitrogenous substances includes both urea and creatinine. In the 4 percentage of solids, first one is organic substances. Now the second one is inorganic substances. So it has two things. One is in low concentration than plasma and the other one is high concentration than in plasma. So in the low concentration, we have sodium, calcium and potassium. And in high concentration, we have chlorides and bicarbonates. Third one is cellular contents. There will be presence of lymphocytes. These lymphocytes will be and there are some other cells like monocytes, macrophages and plasma cells. And the next part is the lymphatic system functions. But to know its functions, we have to know what does the lymphatic system consist of. Lymph, network of vessels, lymph nodes and nodules, tonsils, spleen, bone marrow, and thymus gland. Coming to the lymphatic system functions, So the first function of lymphatic system is the fluid balance. So this lymphatic system is useful for transporting both proteins and fluids from the tissues back into the circulatory system. And the second function is in the thymus gland. So this is located in the chest region. And this gland, it is a lymphatic organ as well as the endocrine gland. So this will be useful for the development, maturation and differentiation of the immunological T cells through the hormones which it secretes. So through the hormonal secretions of thymus gland, this will be useful for the differentiation, development and maturation of the immunological T cells. So this is an endocrine gland and a lymphatic organ that is present in the chest area. And the third function is in the tonsils. So these are mainly responsible for making the lymphocytes and antibodies. So these are useful for blocking the inhaled and ingested particles. And the next one is spleen. So spleen is not directly related to the lymphatic system, but it is a lymphoid tissue. Because it is a lymphoid tissue, this will be useful for producing all the types of blood cells during the embryonic life. So these are some functions of lymphatic tissue. Let me just repeat it for you. So first point is it is useful for the fluid balance. So this lymphatic system will be useful for transporting the proteins and fluids from the tissues back into the circulatory system. And the second one is the thymus gland. So this is mainly located in the chest area. Here, this gland is both lymphatic organ and an endocrine gland. So because of its secretions from the hormone, it will be useful for differentiation, development and maturation of T cells. And the third one is tonsils. So tonsils are mainly responsible for making lymphocytes and antibodies. So these are useful for blocking the inhaled or ingested particles. And the fourth one is spleen. So this spleen is a lymphoid tissue that is useful for producing all the types of blood cells during the embryonic life. Now let's see some other functions of it. So these are some other functions of lymphatic system. So here this lymphatic system will be acting as an intermediate transport system between the blood and cells. And the sixth point is the lymphatic glands or lymphatic nodes, they are useful for producing the lymphocytes. And the seventh point is this will be not only helping in transporting the nutrients to the tissues, but it also removes the waste materials from the sites of their excretion. And the eighth point is this lymphatic fluid will be draining out the excess fluid from the tissue back into the blood. The ninth point is this lymphocytes will be protecting the body against any kind of infections. Next one is it is also useful for absorbing the fat from the digested food in the small intestine. And the next one is this lymphatic system, because it is rich in antibodies, this will be useful for countering the infections. So these are some functions of it. So that is all about the lymphatic system, its functions and the compositions in detail. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Pharma Palette for such simple notes.